Hey, what up, and welcome to the Drama Club. On this week's episode, we got a lot of hot topics about Amy Schumer, JK Rowling, Justin Carter, and more. And then Stef's got the story of the dogfather himself, Snoop Dogg. So stay tuned.
What up, fam? It's good, y'all. Feels good, right? Yeah, I know it do. And without further ado, we broadcasting live from CA to NY.
I just finished the last season of Catastrophe.
Ooh, don't tell me what happens in the last two episodes.
Oh, okay. It's very good.
Yeah, what I saw was good.
It's a good show, and I'm sad it's over, but I feel for Rob Delaney.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like him and that girl together on the show, too, because they both give each other shit.
I like the way she dresses a lot on that show.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got dope fucking style. Did you see that Amy Schumer said her husband has autism?
Yeah.
That was interesting, I thought.
Why? Because you don't see her as someone who would be with someone who's autistic?
No, I just thought it was interesting that she felt the need to announce it and everything.
Oh, I don't think it was an announcement. I think that she said it in her stand-up.
Oh, okay.
But people did run with it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that Queen Cardi B wants to trademark
How many R's does it have at the end, though?
That's true.
Let's get to the real nitty gritty of it. What's going on with JK Rowling?
Oh, she's just like stays doing the most at all times.
Oh, okay.
She does a lot of revisionist history of her books. Like the famous one is that she says like it's not explicitly stated in the books, but the main wizard, that's not Harry Potter. I was gonna say the main wizard, but I was like, not Harry Potter. Like the grandpa wizard. She says that he is gay. Like his backstory is that he's gay, and she's been doing that with like a lot of characters. She'll be like, that character.
She's really trying to milk that shit.
She'll be like, oh, that character, she was Asian. Like, we just didn't
that
talk
character
about
is
it.
gay.
Like,
yeah.
So people be like, like what if you're gonna do this revisionist history, why didn't you just put it in the fucking book? Like,
yeah, because it's not real. That's why.
Yeah. So people will make fun of her. They'll be like, yeah, you know that meme where it's like nobody and then nothing and then
yes,
me?
I love that meme.
So it'll be like nobody, nothing, and then JK Rowling. Do you know that Harry and Hermione and the other one had threesomes all the time?
That's cool. That's funny.
There was a story today that was interesting. There is a country singer who died while making his music video.
Oh no, me.
Yeah, his name is Justin Carter. He's like an up and coming country singer, and he had a prop gun in the music video, and I guess it went off and he died.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's some shit. Those kinds of things always freak me out. Like
that's some Bruce Lee shit.
Not Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee.
Yeah. That's a good one. We should do that one soon.
Yeah, that one's on our list. That's really scary, May. So he wasn't trying, like, it wasn't a suicide.
No, it was a complete accident.
Jesus. That's awful.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Who was it? What's his name?
His name is Justin Carter.
Okay.
And he died on Saturday, but the cause of death was revealed today, and like people are freaking out.
Yeah. That's really scary. How do you fuck that up? How do you get
No, for real. And it's like you would imagine that there's some sort of professional on the set
to make sure that it's not a real fucking gun,
right?
Yeah, or it's not loaded or whatever.
Right. The gun prop. Okay, whatever. I don't like that, but whatever. And then the fact that it was a real gun and a real loaded gun, that's crazy.
Yeah, super crazy.
Somebody fucked up.
Yeah. I saw this girl tweet, send us an Instagram DM. Fuck, on my phone.
Oh, I saw it. It was so funny. Okay,
it was a meme. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold up.
That shit was really funny.
It was so funny. Oh, people have been Talking to us.
to us?
Yeah. Okay.
Did you see Jazz said he sent us something?
Yes.
Yeah, that's so cool.
We wait impatiently.
Yep.
Okay. Liz Lemon, our friend on Instagram, she sent us this meme and it was like, is this Stephanie? And it says, first day as a lawyer, judge. And who will you be representing? Me, throwing gang sign. The streets, Your Honor.
Low key, that
was the funniest shit I have ever seen.
I had trial today and I was gonna try to like Instagram myself in the suit with that same line.
Yeah.
That from the meme, but I was driving and shit. You know, I was like actually working. I couldn't do it.
Shout out to Liz Lemon.
Shout out Liz Lemon. Working on my night cheese.
I think I might have cut it out of a podcast a few weeks ago when we were talking about how I keep food by my bed.
You do keep food by your bed.
Because I'm working on my night chips, cookies, cheese.
Whatever it is. Perfect.
You know what it is.
You know who I is?
Who is you?
My name is Stephanie.
Yo, what up, Stephanie? You know who I is?
No, who is you?
My name is May, and together we are the Drama Club. We represent the streets.
We represent all the streets.
Yup. Los Feliz Boulevard.
Foothill. Sunset. Crenshaw. Whatever the fuck it is. Lewis. 2-1 in Lewis. That shit. I used to live off of Lewis in Long Beach, and I used to love that part of Regulators.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, why am I proud of this shit?
I would be proud to have any connection to the song Regulators.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? You could be one of the hoes
one of those
they talk about.
Hoes sitting there up there on the curb. One of those hoes, that's me.
Who are you? I'm one of the hoes that Warren G talked about in Regular.
Ooh.
That shit's your ringtone. This is my most famous moment.
But for real, if you said that, who could tell you no?
Oh, right?
No one can prove that
how
shit.
would you know? No, except for fucking Nate Dogg, and he gone, so
R.I.P.,
my dude.
Or you could say you were one of the bodies that turned cold.
Oh, damn, that's true. Then you'd be dead, though, so that shit's weird.
That's me. You might be wondering how I got into this situation.
May's actually dead. We're fucking weekend at Burning this podcast right now. I'm actually voicing both voices. That's why so many of you motherfuckers can't tell us apart. And people every week are like, oh, well, I can't tell who tells the story.
I know. That's crazy to me.
Me too. We have different voices.
I know. And people tell me I have an accent sometimes, which I don't hear. But, like...
No, you don't have an accent, Dory.
But I don't hear that shit. But I'm like, what the fuck? If I do have an accent, then that means you have an accent.
People tell me I sound ghetto, which is very true. Today I had court and I had trial, and the fucking opposing counsel didn't show up.
Oh.
Yeah, and
is it like when the professor doesn't show up for 15 minutes and then you could go home, so like you win?
I wish. You have to wait. I waited like an hour because they give them time because traffic and shit.
Yeah.
So then the judge I was set before wasn't available, so I went to my favorite judge.
Hey.
And I was laughing because I do kind of talk like maybe too like
informal.
Yes, informal sometimes, especially with judges that I know and like.
Mm-hmm.
But I walked into his courtroom and I was like, "Hey, what's up, Judge Thorne?"
Hey, what up?
I was like, "Yeah, I represent the streets, and nobody's here for the fucking government. So let's get this shit popping."
You know what I noticed the other day? Do you remember when we both realized we have like this same mole?
Yes, I fucking hate that mole.
That's why we cousins.
That is weird, man.
Yeah.
And we both got accents.
And okay, I feel like, do you have? I can't remember if it's like a mole
or dimple on your butt.
No, not on your hip.
A mole?
A mole, yeah, or like a birthmark. I think I have the same one because I remember one time. I think we were like in Palm Springs and you were a bathing suit, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have that same thing."
That's weird, man.
Yes.
Damn. What if low key we find out like it's closer than we thought?
Oh shit! I wouldn't be surprised. TBH.
Yeah, that'd be scary. I'm scared. I get scared of everything, guys. In case you don't know this about me.
Yeah, I think that you put up a good front on the podcast because you're like surprisingly not scared of the equipment. Not scared.
I wish you guys would have seen May. She acted like she was scared of the microphone. Fuck you. I ain't scared of the microphone. I know, bitch.
Good thing we don't.
No, I am though.
Good thing we don't perform the podcast from like a high stool because you scared of heights. Scared of heights, ass bitch.
A high stool. Can we get this bitch a baby seat? Oh God. Oh, we're never gonna start. We didn't have a hot topic. We're just talking
That's
shit.
true. That's what society gets for not giving us a hot topic this week.
Yeah, God damn it. How is there no fucking drama going on? One of the Kardashians can't get some shit poppin'? We're bored. I actually saw, did you see that girl Jamil whatever?
Yeah.
She talked shit to Chloe on her post. That shit, first of all, to any of our listeners, please God, do not take no fucking tummy tea. That shit is a laxative.
It's for real a laxative. Just take a fucking laxative. Like,
yeah, if you're trying to poop.
Yeah.
If you're trying to poop, actually, I get it. Like, if you actually need a laxative and you want to drink tea instead of taking whatever, the pill.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but you can also just get Metamucil. That shit is cheaper than tummy tea, and you're not helping to promote that bullshit.
Does Metamucil work though?
I've never taken it, but I know people who take it religiously. Shout out.
You know you're fucking washed when you're married and you take Metamucil religiously. That's crazy. You hit another fucking level of washed. There's Snuggies in your foreseeable future.
Hey, I had Snuggies when I was 21 and a hoe, so.
And you washed, bitch. You've been washed since we were like 21.
A hoe never gets washed. That's me.
Oh God, a washed hoe. That's gonna be the name of our reality series. Washed hoes.
Washed hoes.
He's known as Snoop Doggy Dogg, and his new record album, Doggy Style, out today, will likely go right to the top of the charts. To millions of teenagers, most of them white, he's the poet laureate of gangsta rap, the rap style of a ghetto world where everybody's got a gun, women are bitches, and shooting cops is fair game.
All right, dude, what's your topic today?
Oh yeah, we're never gonna get to it. Sorry, guys. Okay, this week, this is why I'm feeling super gangster.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm doing Snoop Dogg and Dogg.
SNOOPDOGG.
Yeah, buddy. I got this from an article in the New York Times
from
1993 called Snoop Dogg's Gentle Hip Hop Growl.
Oh, okay.
A Rolling Stones article called America's Most Lovable Pimp. And Snoop Dogg's Behind the Music, which is on YouTube.
Okay, dope.
Okay, Snoop Doggy Dogg was born Calvin Cordozar Brodus Jr. That was a long ass name.
Yeah.
He was born in Long Beach, the LBC, California, on October 20th, 1971. His father was a Vietnam vet and mail carrier who left his mom when Snoop Dogg was only 3 months old.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Did he when you have a real solid ass job like that, do you also leave your job? Because what?
That seems crazy.
You know, couldn't she just go to
Postal Service is a good ass job.
That is a good ass job, full government benefits and shit.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Remember Camille's dad was a postman?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fuck yeah, that fool had a Corvette.
Oh shit. I hate my mailman so much.
Yeah, you do, but yours is extra.
Yeah, he's very inappropriate. I do not like that man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
get that fool another route.
I know, but see, I ain't no snitch.
Yeah,
so
that's fucked up.
I know
hate that too.
It fucking sucks. But I was gonna say that I know about carrying the mail. Well, no, I don't know about carrying the mail, but I know that's a good ass job because when I worked at AT&T, that's the discount that I put on my mom's account, and that shit. And that shit saved hella money.
Okay. So the perks
Yeah, the
are worth
perks.
it, guys.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so Snoop and his dad didn't have a relationship while he was growing up. His mom subsequently started a relationship and married who became his stepfather, obviously.
Mhm.
And that guy's name is Calvin.
Oh.
So she knew him before she got with him.
Oh.
And low-key named Snoop after him.
Yo, DNA test?
His mom nicknamed Snoop's mom nicknamed him Snoopy because he loved the Peanuts gang and he loved watching Charlie Brown, just like us.
Yeah, just like us. Oh my God.
And she also said she kind of thought he looked like Snoopy.
I don't think so.
I don't either, but he always says that.
Because
And Snoop says-
what is that video where he morphs into a dog? He doesn't
Oh,
morph.
yeah.
He doesn't morph into a beagle.
That might be Gin and Juice. Yeah, he's like a fucking Dalmatian or something, huh?
He's
a pit bull, not a pit bull. What's
no,
the skinny one
a
called?
Doberman pinscher.
Yeah, Doberman. I don't like Dobermans.
I like their colors.
Yeah, okay. That's a weird ass comment, but okay.
Odd flex, but okay.
His mom and stepdad ended up divorcing when Snoop was 4.
Oh.
Snoop used to sing at his local church as a kid, and in 6th grade, he started rapping. As a teenager, Snoop joined the Rollin' 20s Crip gang on the east side of Long Beach, although this is a fact that Snoop has both disputed and confirmed.
That he's a Crip in general, or that he was part of that set?
That he's a Crip in general.
Okay.
He always said, like, he says he's never done it. So, like, in 1993, he says, I've never been in a gang. I'm not in a gang.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to Rolling Stone. But then when Tukey Williams was on actual death row,
Yeah.
he hella supported him, and he talked shit about Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was governor at the time.
But a lot of people stand for Tukey Williams around that time too, though.
Like, yeah, because he was like a born again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, whatever. Anyways, I don't believe in the death penalty, but
Right. But okay, what about I keep a blue flag hanging on my backside?
no, I know. No, all of his shit is so, or like, all of his shit is like Crip affiliated, but then
Yeah.
randomly you'll get an interview where he's like, nah,
But
I'm not a Crip.
wouldn't the Crips, like, if he was like denying them so many times, like, Jesus, like, you denied me, you're gonna deny me 3 times. If you deny them, like, won't they get mad if you're really in that shit though?
Maybe, but I imagine at this point Snoop is so high up there. He's like Tom Cruise in Scientology.
Oh
like,
yeah.
you can't touch that fool,
Oh yeah.
right? It's probably for our own safety that we don't know. What we do know is that Snoop used to slang drugs as a teenager to make money.
Hell yeah. I
And
mean,
this
no,
he
not
has.
hell yeah.
Not hell yeah. Making money? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Slinging drugs?
Like that Drake meme, you know, where
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh yeah. I hope you guys understand what we're saying.
I
May
know.
and I talk in code a lot.
I know, because we're in our
Because-
own gang.
I know. Drama gang. Our colors are
Bang
gold
bang.
and the Chanel logo.
That's what I was gonna say.
They're
I was gonna say that our colors are Chanel and Dior.
Yeah, Chanel and Dior. Fuck yeah. So Snoop went to Long Beach Poly High School where he kept on rapping, and he met and started dating Shantae Taylor.
Okay.
They met when they were 14 years old. Snoop said she was nice, cooler than the other girls, and someone I could really holler at.
Oh, that's all you need in a woman.
After he graduated high school, he was still slanging for the Crips, and he ended up getting arrested for possession of crack cocaine, and then was in and out of jail basically for the next 3 years.
Wow. So he's still a kid at that point. He's like,
Yeah, he's a kid.
Yeah.
He's like 17, 18,
Mhm.
19, maybe. While he was doing this, his mom's house in Long Beach became a target for the rival gang dealers. So she tried to get him to stop slanging and, like, you know, get out of the gang. But she says that he wouldn't. And he says he wouldn't too.
Mhm.
And since she couldn't take all the heat in her house, she packed up and moved with his 2 sisters.
Damn. So she left him. She was
She
like,
left him. Yeah.
yeah.
Snoop would. Well, the thing is, she wanted him to move with her, but Snoop wouldn't. Like,
Oh.
he was like, no, he's
Okay.
fucking grown and whatever.
Yeah.
He started crashing around other people's houses and continued dealing.
Mhm.
In 1990, he was convicted of felony possession of drugs and possession for sale when he sold crack cocaine to an undercover officer.
Oh, rule number 1.
Always ask if they're a cop.
Yeah.
If they don't look cracked out, don't sell crack.
You gotta make them. No, you make them do it, right? Like you.
I don't know. Hold
gotta
on.
do
What
it
are
first.
Notorious B.I.G.'s 10
10
crack
crack commandments.
commandments? So Snoop pled guilty and he was sentenced to 4 years at county jail. Snoop says that while he was in jail, he kept rapping, and the older Crips encouraged him to continue in pursuing that as a career.
Okay.
He was let out in 6 months due to good behavior and overcrowding.
Wow. From
I
a
know.
4-year sentence?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So Snoop's cousin is Nate Dogg, for real.
Mm-hmm.
And together, they and Warren G., who was their homie from Long Beach Poly, began recording homemade tapes together as a group known as the 213.
That's a dope name.
It's the best, and that's the Long Beach area code for all you out-of-staters
Mm-hmm.
and out-of-countryers and out-of-Long Beachers. One of his early solo freestyles was recorded over the En Vogue track "Hold On." So fucking sick! I wish I could hear that
Oh
shit.
my god!
Right?
That has to exist somewhere. Somebody's got that on
Yeah.
a tape.
For sure. And that made it into the hands of producer Dr. Dre, who fell in love with the tape and invited Snoop over to his studio at Death Row Records.
Wow! Imagine getting that call like early '90s. Dre
Fuck.
calls you. You're from Long Beach. Oh god.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre and Snoop hit it off immediately and began working together in 1992 with the theme song of the film Deep Cover. Dre then had Snoop all over his debut album, The Chronic.
Yeah.
And The Chronic was so overwhelmingly successful, it catapulted Snoop into superstardom without him even dropping his own album.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop officially began using the stage name Snoop Doggy Dogg at this time, and he met fellow rapper Tupac, who he said he had a beautiful instant friendship with.
That's nice.
That is nice.
I always feel like, considering how close they were, like you don't know a lot about their relationship.
Snoop and Tupac or
Yeah.
Snoop and Dre?
Snoop and Tupac.
Yeah. And they like in his Behind the Music, Snoop says like, when I met Tupac, it's like we were all about the same kind of shit.
Mhm.
Like we were about gang banging. We were about having a good ass time. We were still hood. Like both of us still like to be out in the streets and stuff.
Yeah.
And we both loved rapping. But yeah, you don't really know much more than that.
Meanwhile, he's still with Shantae.
Yep, he's still with Shantae. Shantae's around. Okay, so Snoop and Dre had started recording Snoop's first album in the summer of 1993.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Dre said that they would work hard and play hard because remember, they're still super famous at this time because The Chronic had already dropped.
Yeah.
So they were drinking, smoking straight West Coast and a little more than they should have. It was fucking chaotic. There was gang mentality running hard, meaning that drugs and weapons were always around and on display. They were super proud of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They got kicked out of studios for partying too hard and started getting a pretty bad reputation.
Wait, they didn't have their own studio?
They would go record at a bunch of different studios, I
okay.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, because I guess, like, if you have Death Row, like, you have a studio. If
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
someone booked, yeah, you got to go
That's
somewhere
true.
else.
Okay.
Yeah. Then in August 1993, Snoop was charged in connection with the death of a member of a rival gang, 20-year-old Philip Waldemariam.
Okay.
Snoop and Malik's version of events are that they were leaving Snoop's apartment for a recording session.
Wait, who's
And-
Malik?
Malik is Snoop's bodyguard.
Oh, okay.
So they were leaving Snoop's apartment for a recording session, and they heard shouting down below on the street. Malik says that he ran back up to the apartment for his gun because he saw one of their mutual friends arguing with 3 other gang members who were inside of a parked car.
Mm-hmm.
Malik claims that one of the gang members, Phillips, had a gun, but then the car drove away. So Snoop and Malik got into their Jeep, and Snoop is driving, and they're headed over by the studio.
Mm-hmm.
2 blocks later, they saw 2 of the same gang members that were just in the car sitting in a park, and one of them started waving at Snoop and Malik to come over.
Mm-hmm.
So Snoop pulled the car over to the curb, and they both got out and started walking over. So Malik says that one of the guys was apologizing to them about the commotion around their apartment when that guy Philip ran up out of nowhere, lifted his shirt, and branded his gun. So Snoop and Malik then run to their car, and McKinley shot him twice from the passenger seat of the Jeep as Snoop drove away.
Whoa.
They called 911 to report the incident, and that guy died. That guy died like instantly.
Uh-huh.
So by this time, Snoop really hasn't had a close relationship with his mom in about 4 years because remember, she moved away once he started slanging.
Yeah.
She kind of left Snoop on his own, but like I said earlier, it's because he wanted to keep doing his own thing, not because she was being an absentee. So I think that's why after the shooting went down, Snoop looked for her. Like, he was like, where's my mom?
He needed his mom. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So he sought out her advice and comfort. He told her everything that happened, and it rekindled their relationship, basically.
Doesn't it always happen that way? Like those times where you're like, I don't want my mom to be right, and then she's right.
I know.
That shit is the worst.
I fucking hate that too. I fucking hate, like, sometimes I'll be popping off and my mom will just be like quiet, and then I feel bad, and then I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have popped off. And then like later, like, it comes right back to me, and then she's like, see? That's why I don't tell you nothing. And I'm like, fuck, shut up. God damn it. I fucking hate that.
So he must have been like, oh fuck.
Yeah. In Behind the Music, they interview his mom, and she said that when he came to her, he was really, really, really scared.
Yeah.
And that she could tell that she just needed his mother's love, you know?
Yeah.
And basically, ever since then, they've been super close.
All right, cool.
That same fucking month in August 1993, so everything happened in this time period for Snoop, all this shit goes down.
Okay.
So that same month in August 1993, Snoop's high school sweetheart, Shantae Taylor, gave birth to their first son, Corday.
Fuck.
Right?
Those are not things that need to be happening at the same damn time. Oh my God.
How about this? At the same damn time of all of this, following all the exposure with Dre, Snoop finally dropped his debut solo album, Doggy Style, with Death Row Records.
Wow.
That was on November 23rd, 1993. It was quintessential G-Funk West Coast gangsta rap, and it became a fucking huge success.
Yeah, because at this point, the thing about the murder or death is out. So I mean, that only adds to the publicity. And
yeah, totally.
Yeah,
he's everywhere.
Yeah.
The singles "Who Am I" and "Gin and Juice" reached the top 10 most played songs in the U.S., and the album was on the chart for basically the whole fucking year.
Yeah.
You couldn't get away from Snoop and Dre in 1993.
Is gin and juice something that people actually drink?
I do, but that's just because I like gin.
And juice, though? Like orange juice?
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm desperate. I'm not saying it's something that, like, I would never order that or think to make that, but when I got gin and I have orange juice, then I guess this is what's happening.
When I was a kid, I remember my dad used to drink screwdrivers.
Yeah. We had some at my bachelorette party, remember?
No.
Yeah, it was good.
Like in the daytime?
Yeah, you made it. You made a big ass picture.
Oh, yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't drink that anymore, but I wonder if...
It's an old school cocktail.
Yeah. I wonder if gin and juice is like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I see people drinking gin and juice, but apparently you do.
I will. Critics around the time would comment about how Snoop's rap style was more like soft-spoken while rapping, which is part of what makes him so cool in comparison to other rappers who use harsher tones. Gangster rap was the vibe at the time and became a huge controversy in America, centering around arguments about censorship and labeling. Snoop was often used as an example of a violent and misogynistic musician because, we got that lingering murder charge.
Yeah, true.
Which, like May said, ironically kind of helped his album sales because of all the exposure and because people were like, fuck, this dude is really all about what he's fucking rapping about.
Yeah, it adds to the mystique of the gangsta
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Snoop credits his lazier rap style to the 70s music that he grew up with, which, as we all know now, he totally...
Yeah, for sure.
Totally loves. Dr. Dre also said that Snoop had amazing charisma both in the studio and out, and that everybody he knew loved Snoop because although he's kind of menacing, he's naturally funny and would break into a laugh with ease. So let us not forget that Snoop Dogg has been charged with murder.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile.
Meanwhile, he had a performance at the MTV Music Awards in September 1993. Right after the performance, where he did "Murder Was the Case That They Gave Me,"
Yup.
he turned himself into authorities for the fucking murder charge.
That's the performance where he's in the wheelchair?
Coffin?
Oh,
He's
in the coffin. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He was released on $1 million bail. He spent most of this year prepping for the case. At the arraignment on October 1st, 1994, he pled not guilty.
I miss the MTV VMAs being that edgy, like where something like that could happen, like you perform and then you turn yourself in for murder.
Right? Like something fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's just never going to be. It's just like, I feel like before, when we didn't have Instagram and shit, like celebrities really fucking brought it to things like that.
Yeah.
And now, because they have so much overexposure, it's not as hyped. You know what I mean?
And also, celebrities used to be adults.
Yeah.
And I don't think that that's necessarily true anymore.
Now
Nowadays,
it's like fucking kids.
yeah, nowadays it's not.
Stranger Things and shit.
Yeah, it's not weird for someone to be famous and be performing at the VMAs when they're like 15.
Fucking Bebe's kids, Lil Tay.
Tay, yep.
Everybody's stupid. Why are we making these stupid ass people famous? I'm so tired of you fucking guys.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Snoop and his bodyguard were defended in the case by attorney David Kenner. The trial began in late 1995, and Snoop was placed on house arrest until the end of the trial.
Oh, shit.
David argued that since Philip, the deceased, lured Snoop and Malik into the park and that he had a gun and was pulling it, Malik's shooting was actually in self-defense. The prosecution used up the better part of 2 months calling 24 witnesses.
Wow.
Some of who embarrassingly scored valuable points for Snoop and Malik due to their lack of credibility and conflicting stories.
Interesting.
David, Snoop's attorney, was so confident that the city hadn't made a case that all he did was call one witness and then rested.
Dope.
The victim's family were in court every day, and so were Snoop's mom and dad, who he had reconnected with after the murder charge, and his girl Shantae.
Okay, cool.
In and out of court to provide support to Snoop were other death row record artists, including Tupac, Dr. Dre, Suge Knight, and even MC Hammer.
Oh, no.
Get Suge Knight out of there. We do not need Suge Knight showing you support for this shit.
Get MC Hammer out of there, too. Honestly.
Have him do that little jiggy in those pants. Out the courtroom. Can't touch this.
Not guilty.
Oh, man. During trial, at one of the interviews outside of the courtroom, Snoop said, "I'm just taking it day by day. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to stay strong, stay spiritual, keep praying. And I'm not looking forward to it, just taking it day by day. The impression is as simple as this. I need my baby boy with me, and he needs me with him." Because he had just had a baby.
Yeah.
He was facing 25 years to life in jail.
Wow.
And Snoop said, although this was the start of his rap career blowing up, this was also the worst time of his life.
I bet.
Yeah. During the trial in 1995, Snoop formed Doggy Style Records, that was a subsidiary of Death Row Records. Then his friend Tupac was arrested on sexual assault charges, and Snoop convinced Suge Knight to pay Pac's $1 million bail, which, as we all know, led Tupac to sign with Death Row.
Yeah.
Then Snoop and Pac teamed up and made the bop America's Most Wanted while they were both out on bail.
That is so smart. Synergy, baby.
I've been listening to so much Snoop Dogg.
I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The murder trial in total took 4 months. On February 21st, 1996, after 6 days of deliberation, the jury announced that they found the defendant, Calvin Brodus, not guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree.
Imagine you would have been so nervous thinking like, shit, it's day 2, day 3, fucking day 6. God. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 is just long enough to where it's like, ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Like 4, you probably still feel pretty good.
I bet you call your attorney yelling, why didn't you call 2 more witnesses, my guy?
Yeah, how dare you be so confident? In the courtroom, Snoop bowed his head and put up prayer hands following the announcement that he was acquitted of his murder charge. Snoop says that this entire experience made him completely change his gangsta ways, because he thought continuing down that path would lead to either death or prison.
Yeah.
He said that from that day on, he promised himself to distance himself from any harm to any other humans, and this meant to him that he needed to leave death row records.
Oh, I didn't realize that's how that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, that's not how it happened, but he said that this is like the start where he was like, I got to get out of this whole thing.
Yeah.
He said this even caused a strain on his friendship with Tupac. So Snoop said that once he was done with his trial, he didn't want anything to do with the East Coast, West Coast conflict going on at the time, which, if you think about it, I mean, except for that amazing movie, is it the movie awards where he says it?
Oh, I think it's like it's probably the BET awards or something.
Yeah, which that's
it's the Source Awards.
It's a Source Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like a flippant comment, but really, like, Snoop didn't drop any diss tracks, which would have been hot at the time, you know?
Yeah.
He was kind of like, it was more so just Tupac and Biggie going at it.
Mm-hmm.
So Snoop says that Tupac really didn't like that. Tupac didn't like that. He felt like Snoop didn't have his back 100%.
That's what I was going to say. I bet you Tupac is one of those dudes who, like, if he got into a fight,
he'd expect you to jump
at the club or something, and if you didn't, then he'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he would have a big, like, something on his shoulders about that. Yeah, for sure. He said that Tupac was like, and Snoop says that too, like, Tupac was the kind of guy, like, he wanted, if you were really with him, then you were gonna not like who he didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like that too. I wish I wasn't like that. That shit annoys me.
But it's true though, because the enemy of my enemy, and
right,
and so the enemy of my friend has to be my enemy,
right? Thank you, man.
I think we're starting Death Row Records, you guys. So Death Row 2,
yeah,
Drama Club Records.
So Snoop, his baby mama Shantae, his son, and his pit bulls moved their asses out of Long Beach to Claremont, California, baby.
Oh shit, he was still living in Long Beach at that time?
Yeah. Snoop and Shantae ended up getting married the summer after his acquittal in 1996.
That's perfect. Honeymoon.
That's so romantic, right?
They went on a honeymoon to Claremont.
Fuck yeah. He signed Charlie Wilson to Doggy Style Records, and he started working on more and more music. Just a few months later, in December 1996, Tupac was shot in Vegas and killed. And as we all know, just a few months after that, so was Notorious B.I.G.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of our Tupac and Biggie episodes?
One is called something
Green
about
Blacks.
pastrami. Money over pastrami.
Oh, yeah, Money Over Pastrami.
And then I don't remember what the other one's called. The East Coast ain't got no love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
So stupid.
The other one is called A Captivating Performance.
Oh, okay. I was looking for it right now. All right. So if you guys haven't listened to our Tupac and Dr. Dre episodes, go back a few episodes. It's Money Over Pastrami
or Murder
Over Pastrami and A Captivating Performance. Okay. The deaths of Tupac and Biggie changed the trajectory of rap around the time, with the repercussions of the gangster lifestyle that was so glorified becoming more and more apparent.
Oh, so Snoop isn't like 100% out of it yet, right?
He's still on death row.
Yeah, so he's sort of like, he already had those intentions, and then like this happened.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, and Snoop says that after Tupac was shot, he went to Vegas with Shantae, and they saw Pac, and he was like in a coma. Remember?
Oh.
And he was like sedated crazy, and it was like super scary. And then Snoop says, like, the day he left Vegas when they were driving back home, it was announced on the radio. That's how he found out Tupac has died.
Oh shit.
And said he was just like a fucking mess, like crying and stuff.
Yeah.
Suge Knight was also indicted around this time for one of the fucking crimes he committed. And by now, Dr. Dre had left death row, and like we said, Snoop wanted out too.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we all kind of know that Snoop has alluded to the fact that he thinks Suge Knight killed Pac.
Yeah.
And that whole thing is so fucking sketchy. So Snoop, he was fucking done.
Mhm.
Also, around this time, there was a huge decline in the popularity of gangster rap. His music's
In
starting to
like
change.
96?
96?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's starting to change.
Yeah.
So Snoop's second album, The Dogfather, was actually produced by Daz Dillinger and DJ Pooh.
Mhm.
It was released in November 1996 and was a change of style from Doggy Style with the softer, funkier style.
Okay.
I heard a producer refer to it as calmer, funkier aesthetic.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I want to do. He had Charlie Wilson collab with him on some of this album.
Mhm.
It didn't do as good and it didn't get any like major bops like Doggy Style,
Yeah.
but it did help him appeal to different fan bases.
Mhm.
He said he was looking for new environments, so this year he even agreed to perform at Lollapalooza, which was a concert mostly for alternative rock.
Mhm.
Snoop was really working on revamping his public image, and he would talk about collabing with other artists like Beck and Marilyn Manson,
Mm.
and he'd make fun of himself. Like, he was just way more relatable.
And when you see Snoop like at award shows and stuff, you do always see him hanging out with like almost the randomest people, like a Beck and Marilyn Manson, people you
Yeah.
wouldn't expect him to be hanging out with.
Yeah, he's probably so fucking cool, you know?
Yeah, and he
Real
probably got the
recognized
best.
real.
He got the best weed, obby.
Yeah, so everybody's trying to hang out with that fool. In February 1997, Snoop and Shantae welcomed their second son, Cordell. Snoop then realized that he was in this ironclad-based contract with Death Row, where basically they owned anything that he produced the entire time he was on that label.
What?
And he says they refused to pay him royalty payments.
Okay.
So he refused to produce any more tracks under Death Row except for one, which he named Fuck Death Row.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Then his contract ended and Snoop signed with Master P's label No Limit Records in 1998.
I'll never forget this because he said No Limit is the label that pays me.
Yeah.
And it sounded so wrong. Like I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Suge Knight was fucking pissed that Snoop signed with Master P and was threatening Snoop's life around this time from within jail.
Oh my God.
Snoop says that he would get threatened by random people at concerts. People were following him. People were being offered cash and prizes for things like cutting off his hair or assaulting him and all this shit.
That's scary as fuck.
Super fucking scary, right? Snoop says that he fought back because he thought, that's basically all I could do is fight back. I don't want him to see me weak.
Mm-hmm.
So he says when Suge got out of jail and went to the BET Awards that year, that he and his crew walked up to him, and Snoop says he was more scared than a motherfucker. Which low-key sounds like something Honey Boo Boo would say. In 1998, Snoop had a love child with a woman named Lori. Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. His third son, Julian, was born, and that's with this other woman. So it's kind of unknown whether he and Shantae were broken up when he had this baby.
Yeah.
But most likely, I'm going to say it's an affair type situation.
Yeah.
Because the same fucking year, Shantae welcomed a baby girl.
Oh, shit.
Corey. So it's totally like an affair, right?
That or like, if I marry Snoop Dogg, like, it's gotta be, it's an open marriage. I mean, you don't be having babies with other women, but.
Yeah. No, but yeah, like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, exactly.
That same year, Snoop was arrested for misdemeanor marijuana possession. Snoop has a lot of like shitty marijuana charges that really they should be dropped now.
Right.
Snoop dropped 3 more albums while he was on Master P's label, including The Game Is to Be Sold, Not to Be Told, No Limit Talk Dog, and The Last Meal in 2000. By now, his image has officially changed from gangsta to pimp. This is where we see Snoop with fucking pressed hair and shit.
Yeah.
And fur coats and shit.
I never really realized that there was that transition until you just said it. But yeah. Oh shit.
Snoop said that professional pimping was his calling. And he says at this point he was involved in it. So Snoop alleges that he was a fucking pimp.
He was. How do you end up as Snoop as your pimp though? I don't see that happening.
Me either.
Didn't
Oh,
he
I
do
mean,
didn't he do, like, Girls Gone Wild type tapes and stuff?
yeah. So right around this time when he's having this pimp image, he started hosting some porn videos that were being produced by Hustler.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird.
I re that's like, I remember we had stolen cable when I was young, so we had, like, all the like, the
X
pay-per-view
channels.
channels. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just open,
Yeah.
and I remember
Did everybody steal cable when they were young? Because so did we.
all the brown people.
Oh, we did, huh?
Yeah,
We had a
yeah.
black box.
Yep, we had a black box.
Yeah.
So, I remember there was, like, one where it was, like, Snoop sitting in, like, a throne type situation, and that's how, like, they
Yes.
were announcing it, and I was like, "What the fuck? Snoop is doing porn?"
What were you watching on that channel? You saw the commercials
Yeah.
for other porn. What the fuck? How old were you?
Like, when was this? I was, like, 10.
2000? Yeah. 10? No.
No,
you were
12, 13, yeah.
No, 20. 2000. Anyways, okay. What the fuck was I talking about?
How he's a real life, actual ass pimp.
Yeah, he's
Because
an
his hair is
actual-
pressed. His hair looked real good, though.
His hair looks real good.
That shit was
Low-key,
shiny.
his hair looked better than his wife's hair. They should have been going to the same hairdresser. In 2000, Snoop linked back up with Dr. Dre for the Chronic 2000, which is Dr. Dre's highly anticipated follow-up
Ooh.
album.
Ooh,
That album is so fucking
it's classic.
good.
It's
Oh
amazing.
my
It came out
God.
at such a critical point in my life.
Yeah, and
Oh,
the
God.
beats are like amazing.
Yeah.
Any of those beats could be a ringtone right now.
And it might be. There's a
Yep.
good chance that, like, lots of people still got that ringtone.
For sure. They said that there were never any hard feelings between the two of them, even though basically they hadn't really had a close relationship since like 1995.
Oh, okay.
But Snoop says that they just jumped back in the studio and went on tour together and had the time of their fucking lives.
That's
Dre too.
interesting. I wonder why that was.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think
Hmm.
it's like how you say, like, they're just work friends.
Yeah, and Dre is a little bit older. Maybe he's like, you know.
And
I don't-
Dre, yeah, exactly. Like Snoop is like I think producing, making beats like Dre does, that's more like, it's like a writer versus an actor kind
yeah,
of,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, actors they be fucking wildin'. In 2002, Snoop said he was going to quit smoking weed to much public surprise.
Okay, all right.
Snoop says that after the Chronic 2000, he focused on signing more artists like the East Siders
Mhm.
and making some more music of his own. And in 2002, he released the album Paid the Cost to Be the Boss, including the famous song Beautiful, which is a collab he did with Pharrell.
Oh yeah.
At this point, he had really evolved beyond his initial gangster rap beginnings to a more lovable pop culture icon.
Yeah.
Because he's just got like swag. Like,
Right.
he's of his own league.
And also by that time, think about it. Ice Cube is making family movies. Like the whole genre
so
has
over.
been
Yeah. Ice-T's on fucking what?
It's
What's that show called?
SVU.
Yeah, he's on SVU. He's a
Yeah.
real ass actor. He's married to a white girl. You know?
You know what I was thinking? I feel like if Erica Jane is like a smidge away from being Coco. Like
oh yeah,
her life
but I
could
love Coco.
her life could have gone like a little bit different, and she straight up could have been Coco.
Yeah, that's true. She needed a bigger ass.
She would have gotten it. She would have bought that shit.
That's true. But I think Coco's butt is real.
It is.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I love Coco. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's real cool. I love their family. How they're just like all about their family and their dogs
Yeah,
and
me
stuff.
Yeah, me too. So by now, Snoop's music was almost secondary to his persona.
Mhm.
He attended the 2003 VMAs in a fur coat with some pressed ass hair and two women on dog leashes.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
He said, quote, "I was flexing my pimp muscle and letting people see how real pimps do it."
Okay, all right.
Snoop says that his wife Shantae was okay with all of it because she knew and understood that it was an infatuation of his. Snoop also alleged, like, alludes to Shantae's dad having been a pimp,
Okay.
like a real
Interesting.
pimp. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's always like, yeah, Shantae gets it. She gets it.
She gets
'Cause
that
her-
life.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. In 2004, Snoop signed with Star Trek, which is the Neptune subsidiary under Interscope.
I did not realize he was on Star Trek.
Yeah.
Huh.
They produced most of his next album, RNG, The Masterpiece, which includes...
I like that album.
Me too. It's really good. It has Drop It Like It's Hot, which that is actually Snoop's first #1.
Wow. No
That's
way.
crazy, right?
Huh.
And the bop Signs with Justin Timberlake and
Mhm.
Charlie Wilson. That's a bop right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
girl, don't fuck
Fuck
with
with
me.
me. Yeah.
And then Charlie Wilson does, ooh wee.
Oh,
That's all
any song that has the Charlie Wilson ooh wee, it's already a bop.
Yep, that's true though. The same year, Snoop filed for divorce from Shantae,
After how many years?
2006, and they got
so-
married in 96, 20
Yeah.
years.
Wow.
Due
No,
to his
that's 10
pimpin'
years.
ways. That's 10 years? Whoops.
Due to his pimping ways. Wow. Okay. Pimping ain't easy, as they say.
They do be saying that. It do be like that sometimes. He said that at one point during this time, he was dating up to 12 girls, and obviously he had been cheating on Shantae.
Yeah.
He said the pimps that he was surrounding himself with were advising him to go back home to his wife. So that same year, they withdrew their divorce and reconciled.
Okay.
Additionally, Snoop's baby daughter was diagnosed with lupus.
Oh.
And this is another reason that he reconsidered the divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop said that he and Shantae, they both didn't know what lupus was when their daughter was diagnosed. And they were both super scared and concerned and leaning on each other, trying to inform themselves and trying to take care of their daughter and stuff. And so, unfortunately, this sad thing helped them remember that they're family and they love each other so much. So that's
Wow.
another reason. Just like you said.
Mm-hmm.
He maintained his mainstream image by collabing with more and more pop stars at this time, including Katy Perry with the song California Girls, which was another #1 song for him.
That song went to #1?
Yeah. People
Okay.
loved that album of Katy's when it
Mhm.
came out. Snoop said he wanted to represent fun and having fun. He said he stopped being mad. He forgives people, he forgets, and he doesn't worry about what's trending or what people are doing. He just does his own shit.
Yeah.
He said that by this time, he had even reached out and started a, he didn't say they're friends, but he said he talked to Suge Knight.
Oh. Okay.
And he said he doesn't hold a grudge, even that fool who tried to kill him.
Yeah.
In 2005, Snoop founded the Snoop Youth Football League, where he was head coach. He coached his sons Cordy and Cordell and Nate Dogg's son, Nigel.
Oh.
His daughter was a cheerleader for the squad. And he said that coaching is what led to him having real quality time with his kids.
Mhm.
And that before he did the football thing, he would just see them really through gifts and money.
Oh. That's one of my favorite things about Snoop, like the coaching.
It's fucking cool, huh?
Yeah, it's so cool.
And he does it in like Pomona, in Compton.
Yeah.
He does it in areas where he's like, we need to give them something, otherwise they're gonna fall into
Mhm.
bad shit, you know?
Yeah, that's a coolest.
And he hooks them up. He hooks the
Yeah.
little kids up.
The uniforms and stuff are fucking sick.
The fucking bus is like
Yeah.
gangster. It's giant.
Yeah. Love that. That's so awesome. Another thing I like about him in sports is just how he knows about all sports. Like
Oh, he loves all sports.
all sports.
Yep, like cricket,
Yeah.
soccer, football, tennis. That fool loves
Yeah,
everything.
that is so cool.
In the behind the music, they talk about that too. Like people go over to interview him and he
Mhm.
watches old games. That's how you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
for
like
real.
some shit our dads would do.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I was gonna say that's some dad shit.
Yeah, like he has like recorded old ass football games and he'll watch
Yeah.
it. And in the Ain't Nothing But a G thing, isn't he wearing a Steelers jersey?
Oh, it is yellow and
Black?
black. Yeah,
Yeah.
it might be.
Yeah. In September 2006, Snoop Dogg was detained at John Wayne Airport in Santa Ana, California by airport security after screeners found a collapsible and illegal 21-inch police baton in his carry-on.
Whoa.
Donald Etra, Snoop's lawyer, told deputies that the baton was a prop for a musical sketch.
Oh, I don't know.
Me either. Snoop was sentenced to 3 years probation and 160 hours of community service. He was arrested again the next month, October 2006, at Bob Hope Airport in Burbank.
Damn.
He just jumping through airports.
Just doing the peripheral LA airports. I see you, Snoop.
For possession of a firearm
What?
and for suspicion of transporting an unspecified amount of marijuana.
Okay.
The following month, after taping an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, he was again arrested for possession of marijuana, cocaine, and a firearm.
What?
Yeah,
Why is he getting into so much trouble?
I don't know.
And why is he doesn't seem like he does coke, because he's so like laid back.
Laid back. Yeah, he just seems like he's faded. Maybe he's so faded he has to do coke just to like
Get
bear
up,
him. Yeah.
Do you remember that he said that he smokes how many blunts he says he smokes in a day?
80.
Yeah.
We'll get to. I was gonna say that
Okay.
later, but yeah, he said he smokes 80 a day. That's fucking crazy. That is so wild to me. I can't even imagine taking one hit from a blunt. I'd be fucking high out of my mind. Like one long hit. In April 2006, Snoop Dogg and members of his entourage were arrested after being turned away from British Airways first class lounge at Heathrow Airport. Snoop and his party were denied entry to the lounge due to some of the members flying in economy class.
Oh, well.
After being escorted outside, the group vandalized the duty-free shop and stole whiskey bottles.
Oh, no.
7 police officers were injured during the disturbance.
No way. Oh, my God.
Uh-huh. After a night in jail, Snoop and the other men were released on bail the next day, but he was unable to perform a scheduled concert in Johannesburg. On May 15th, the Home Office decided that Snoop Dogg would be denied entry into the UK for the foreseeable future, and his British visa was denied the following year.
No way.
That's crazy, right?
He's still not allowed out there?
Yeah. In April 2007, the Australian Department of Immigration and Citizenship banned him from entering the country on character grounds, citing his prior criminal convictions. He had been scheduled to appear at the MTV Australia VMAs. Australian Department of Immigration and Citizenship lifted the ban in 2008 and then granted him a tour to Australia.
Okay, cool.
On January 12, 2008, Snoop Dogg and his wife renewed their wedding vows and had a ceremony.
Oh.
The pictures are really cute because I don't think they had like a real wedding in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop said, quote, "I need my wife and kids in my life. A lot of times you get cloudy and my vision was blurred for a long time."
Yeah.
In 2012, Snoop claimed to be a born-again Rastafarian.
Oh, yeah. Snoop Lion. I forgot about this.
And switched the focus of his music to reggae.
Yeah.
By 2013, in case it wasn't obvious, he was smoking a shit ton of weed. And this is when he claimed to be smoking 80 blunts a day.
How many, like, we need to figure out, like, how many minutes in between blunts.
Right? Like, in order to smoke 80 blunts a day, you gotta, like, wake up and light up.
Right.
Who is rolling your blunts? Like, you have to have someone
on
like,
the payroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's blunt roller.
That's your only job. That's a good ass
That's
job.
insane.
Does it have benefits?
You can get carpal tunnel for sure.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You can file workers' comp claim against
that's what I was gonna say.
Doggy Style Records. Accumulative trauma. All right. He changed his name to Snoop Lion and said that he was Bob Marley reincarnated.
Wow.
In 2013, he received criticism from Rastafarian communities in Jamaica for failure to meet the commitments to the culture.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
Snooper-
people love fucking claiming Rasta culture and like they don't know anything about it.
Yeah, they're not vegan and shit.
Yeah.
They don't fucking pray. You
Yeah.
know? Snoop responded and said his beliefs aren't for anybody's outside judgment.
Wow. And was it? I feel like Snoop was born before the death of Bob Marley.
Yeah. For sure. Snoop endorsed same-sex marriage in 2013
Hey,
by saying people could do whatever they want.
that's what's up. We stand an ally.
That's my mentality. In 2016, Snoop endorsed Hillary Clinton for president, saying, quote, "I would love to see a woman in office because I feel like we're at that stage in life to where we need a perspective other than a man's train of thought.
Yes.
And just to have a woman speaking from a global perspective, as far as representing America, I'd love to see that. So
Hell
I'll
yeah.
be voting for Miss Clinton.
I'm with her. Hashtag
Yeah.
I'm with her. Hell
That
yeah.
shit's sick. I love it. In 2016, the final report of bankruptcy for Death Row Records came out, and this meant that several artists who had filed claims for unpaid millions were left without pay.
Oh,
Dr. Dre was left without $8 million claimed. The estate of Nate Dogg, $5 million.
wow.
And Snoop, $2 million. Also, fun fact, Suge Knight had claimed that he was owed $144 million by Death Row when it filed for bankruptcy.
Nope. Definitely not. Wait, exactly how much were those chains? That's all they owe you, my guy.
5 rusty ass gold chains from the swap meet on 200 Lewis.
Yeah.
So this same year, Snoop teamed up with Martha Stewart for a show on VH1 entitled Martha and Snoop's Potluck Dinner Party.
I have not seen this show yet.
Me either. It was in 2016. It aired a little bit into 2017, and then it was canceled.
Oh, okay.
Snoop had once been a guest star on Martha's show, and the internet fucking loved that shit.
Yeah.
So it was only natural that VH1 pick it up.
And they're like low key homies. I feel like I think that they had done some appearances together, like on MTV and stuff.
Yeah, I think they like each other.
Yeah.
I think like Martha must think he's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both, convicts. I get it.
Martha probably loves getting faded. She's probably like excited because that's what, like her treat to get faded with
Yeah,
Snoop.
yeah, exactly.
In 2018, Snoop dipped into the gospel world with an album, Snoop Dogg Presents Bible of Love,
No, he didn't.
which was #1 on the Billboard Gospel Album chart.
Wow.
And that's pretty much it for today. You can still follow him on his infamous Instagram.
Yeah.
Catch him at the upcoming Once Upon a Time in the LBC concert at the Queen Mary, and he'll probably pop up with another bop soon enough.
Hell yeah.
That's the story of Snoop Dogg. Dogg.
Good job, Steph. That was awesome.
Thank you. Actually, his life is not. You know what I measure everybody's like drama by now? Jenny Rivera. She had a fucking.
Yeah, she sure did.
She has some drama in her life.
Oh, go look up Snoop talking about Jenny.
Yeah, because Snoop liked her, and he said he was going to collab with her right before he died. Right
Yeah.
before she died.
Yeah,
He not dead. He not dead.
Damn. Murder was the case that they gave me.
I'm innocent.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, he does have he copped a murder charge though. That's pretty dramatic.
Serious.
Yeah, and he was a real ass pimp also, apparently. That's pretty serious.
Yeah, he says some problematic shit too. And he fucking fights with everybody. Remember when he fought with Iggy Azalea?
Oh yeah.
Because he put up a meme saying she looked like one of the white chicks
yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah.
And then she got mad, and then he was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
His response was just something so ratchet.
Right. But Iggy Azalea needs to respect her elders.
She do, though. Also, low-key, I'd forgotten the slang ratchet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm bringing it back.
Hey. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Let us know if you have any other topics you want us to talk about.
Yep. Hit us up on Instagram and Twitter at Drama Club Pod. Hit us up on the website, dramaclubpod.com.
On the hotline at 505-539-0556, at our P.O. Box 27433, Los Angeles, California, 90027. And yeah, we'll talk to you on Monday with our Afternoon Delight episode.
Bye.
However, whatever with your helmet.